Hello there gamers, I'm Jacob, I play Salmon Run a lot and this is the rotation that we're gonna be playing today. On that in a bit. Anyway, big run is just in the back, I not quite show you anything about it here. Yeah, we upped our high score to 193. Even the 180 that we have seen in the last video, as well as the 165 that we got. I mean, it's all good enough for that top 5%. It's not super hard, I'd say. Anyway, hope you at least got your silvers. Like, you should be guaranteed to get silvers if you are watching this channel, right? Hopefully you also got the gold. The threshold was 141. Was, I believe, 5x higher than the first big run. Makes sense because possibly less players and the ones that are returning looking to get higher scores and stuff. So that pushed it a bit and might push it a bit again next time. I'd say aim for 150. You should hopefully be fine. Yeah, this is the rotation and comes the weapon tutorials. The Undercover Brella is a fully automatic lightweight Brella that always has its shield opened for as long as it's not destroyed. I do not know how much HP it has, but there are certainly some strong hits that can destroy it. Valessas will usually not destroy it, so you can like walk right into them. You're usually gonna be fine. But before I talk about enemy matchups and strategy, let's talk about paint a bit. Flower paint is pretty good, honestly. There was some nice coverage. I'll paint if you need to paint well to get up fast enough. It's a little bit slow, but still works. And if you just want wall coverage like the big wall on spawning grounds, then stand to the side so that more pellets are actually in different areas of the wall, like this. Ink efficiency is very good on this as well. I mentioned it's lightweight, so it can move between places fast. Alright, let's talk about enemies and strategy. Shield bump did 40 damage, that can just walk into small frays and beat them like that. There's multiple of them. So you might not one-shot some of them if you're like hitting them indirectly, like you've seen the one that I just did for 30 there, here again. I always just walk into them with shield open and I'm gonna get rid of them. Sometimes the shield does pretty much nothing, you're just one-shotting them with a direct shot. It's 120 damage max, or if you're indirecting then you might also still do 120. This. Cohogs, if you're shooting at 3 times, you're gonna do 360. What you wanna do then is add a shield bump to that, like this. If you have a shield bump in somewhere, then you're 3-shotting the Cohog. You can do a similar thing with the 500 HP bosses, which is technically the ones that are shown on here, as well as most goldies. That is not the Seeking Goldie, but all other goldies. You're 4-shotting them with shield bump. 1, 2, 3, 4. However, the Squiffer shield itself is 600 HP, and for that you just wanna do 5 shots and you don't need a shield bump. I mean, you can do it, the shield is not gonna get destroyed by it, so it is safe. But it's not gonna do anything. Unless you have another weapon firing at it too, for whatever reason. And that would make the stun faster, I guess, but I mean, why is one of the two not behind it then anyway? It's completely pointless. For steelheads, the shield bump, I mean, it's pretty useless as well, because it's very rare that you're even getting in a position where you can do that. Yeah, 3-shot normally. Would be too far away because you might not get the 3-shot anymore. Yeah, this won't quite work anymore, need to be close enough. Need to be early enough, because you do need some time to actually get those 3 shots in. And some other bosses that I cannot show here. First thing is, try to shoot them from a bit further away than point blank, so you're actually more likely to hit multiple parts. If you are somewhat close, then aim at the middle between 2 parts so that you're hopefully still taking out 2 of the pots instead of just 1. Flyfish, you are a pretty nice weapon to bomb them because you've got ink efficient ability and stuff. Again, anyone can do it, but you prioritize it with this for most comps, if not all comps. Big shots, same things as other big HP targets, just hug them with a shield, especially when they're walking toward the cannon. You're gonna get them killed actually quite fast. I do not know what the effective DPS there is and how many shield bombs for the shots you're getting. But yeah, you are gonna kill them fast, and that is all that matters. And since Undercover Brella is also fairly nice against lessers, it can also defend itself all around a big shot. You can just one-shot shams, you can stun scrappers that might be getting in your way. Only yields are really a problem. Also shoot away torps that might be going your way. The big shot matchup for this is actually really good, I'd say. Wrestlers, since I've mentioned them. Oh, if you do have to kill them with damage, then it's 7 shots and 2 shield bombs. I believe it should be possible to do that in 1 cycle as well. Well, I'm not too sure because I'm not doing it often personally. Usually I just try to kill with a bomb. Not with a bomb, with a torpedo. Or I throw a bomb at it and then just throw myself with a main weapon into it. Which of course changes how the damage works out. But yeah, anyway, you can kill Drizzlers with this. You're obviously the better Brella than the Drizzler. Need to make that clear here, of course. Yeah, that... Oh yeah, right now, fish sticks. I forgot fish sticks. But fish sticks, do not claim them, ideally. Unless there's like only 1 small life ray left and you wanna throw the X or something. Climbing is bad with this. You are not in a good position to hit them there. Try to stay down there and shoot them from below. Or even if you have some kind of high ground, then that makes it easier to hit multiple life rays. You wanna try to always hit 2 with 1 shot. Then you can, like, somewhat reliably kill fish sticks. A little bit slow. Yeah, that is how it works with this weapon. You have to. And you probably should when no one else is doing it, so... Yeah, that is fish stick is probably the worst matchup for this, honestly. So yeah, with all of this said, let's talk a bit about strategy. About how you wanna play this in waves. So basically what you wanna do is many of the things that people don't really wanna do. The matchup against lessers first thinks it's above average, it's better than shooters, and that automatically makes it good. It's of course not as good as blasters or rollers. Some other things. Let's say about as good as Explosion, maybe. You can focus lessers for a bit and you're gonna get good value. Then for boss strategy, you want, since you have good mobility and paint, especially mobility, you wanna be roaming the map a lot. Fight stingers, fight big shots, fight flyfish. Your team is gonna love you for that. Since you are on paper at least the low DPS, if you will, you tend to be the most expendable weapon around baskets. Yeah, feel free to leave pretty much any time except near the end of the wave when you still need quota. Deal with the statics. Hope that the others can survive until you're done with that. What you're primarily doing with this weapon is really premium support. However, if you are at basket, you can still kill the scrappers as well. I mean, I've told you how. And you're right, one thing that I forgot to mention is with the lids specifically. And also with the eel walls. So those are things that can break your shield. All things that break your shield are of course missiles and stilt bombs. You can shoot a teammate and yourself from a stilt bomb, though it's just gonna break the shield. Gonna take a few seconds to regenerate. It's not long though. Definitely worth to block that. It gets launched into a threatening position. And lids are really annoying for undercover actually. Like you cannot just walk into them and shoot lasers and expect to get under them. Because the shield is gonna break when it touches the bubble, and that is really annoying. So yeah, try to not fight your way through there, but instead try to approach from an angle that is actually open and drop them that way. Or just take the high ground if the map allows for it and top of them like that. So yeah, much about that. Then a few extra words on Night Waves. Gorillas is the most notable one, and the cover is really good on Gorillas because of the small fray thing. Like first up, it was stunning the gorilla, and then as soon as it is stunned, then get yourself as close to it as you can. What you can then do is shoot the gorilla and at the same time have small frays walk into you and nowhere else. They're always gonna walk to the closest player. They're gonna spawn out of the gorilla, then close to it, and they'll not exist for teammates. It's really nice. This can also be applied to Madmoth eruptions, of course. Whenever you see green Madmoth that is spawning small frays, get to that, vacuum up all the small frays. And you might still have enough ink to throw a bomb and refill quickly and do the small frays again and stuff. Be nice for those as well. Not so much for the other ones though, for the ones that spawn chumps and coax. Just throw bombs and then throw eggs back to basket and stuff like that. You're not doing anything there. And then it also mentions some things about Rush. I would think this weapon is really bad for Rush. It's certainly not great or anything. It's functional. Just think about how you kill champs with this. That right there, I dealt more than 50 damage to both of these targets. So hit the stream of champs a little bit to the side. They are hopefully hitting multiple chumps. You might be killing 2 or possibly even 3 of them, not sure. It's possible to kill 2 in one shot. Then of course keep your shield open while you're doing all of that so that you're actually protected. Guess that should go without saying, but I mean, just in case. Then for the goldies in Rush, what you can actually do, even when you're targeted, is literally just stand straight in front of them. Or even walk into them when not targeted. Increase your effective DPS there with the shield bumps and stuff. And 4 shots plus shield bump kills it. Or even less if other players are also hitting the Goldie, which they hopefully will. Definitely should, of course. And even if you're targeted, then you can still, like, stand there. Let the Rush walk into you. Let it knock you into the wall that you might wanna cling to. Just nice on spawning grounds. If they ever bring back Smoke Yard, then that will work on that map too. Over on Bay, there is no map to get launched into, so then you just wanna stand in a way so that everything is just gonna walk straight at you and will hopefully not flank you or kill you. Shield break is always an option. Hopefully your team is good enough at also shooting enemies so that you're gonna get shield broken and die. But for the other maps, you need to set your defenses up a bit more, I suppose. Yeah, you can figure it out anyway. Just experiment with things. And that is pretty much all I have to say about the Undercover Brella. Hope that helps. Right, the N-ZAP is a lightweight, fully automatic shooter. May or may not be secretly a top tier weapon because, you know, shooters are just really good. I mean, just memeing here, it's obviously not top tier, but every comp it's in. It's just one thing that makes that will always make the comp better pretty much. There are no exceptions to that. It's a shooter privilege for you. It has 336 DPS. That is exactly the same as Splattershot Jr. and Splashomatic. The stats between these three weapons are all fairly similar. Let me tell you how you compare them. N-ZAP is the one that has the most range out of them. It has exactly splatter shot range. Also means it can hit fish sticks from the ground. However, it does not one-shot the flave rays, which the splatter shot does, so it might be a bit slower at killing them. Showed right here, 28 damage. But pretty much doesn't one-shot anything. It also does not revive players, actually. Reviving players needs 30 damage. They need 2 shots to do that, always. Something that can be annoying at times. These weapons. You know, just so you know. Yeah. Now back to that comparison between those three very similar weapons. They're all lightweight, so no differences there. Ink efficiency, this is the least ink efficient of all of them. It has a few less shots than the Splashomatic and pretty much only half of the Junior. I think it's actually like just a bit more than that. It's the most ink inefficient one out of them for sure. So use bombs wisely. Like either you bomb things or you shoot things, but you cannot really do both at the same time. It's not practical with this, because it needs quite a lot of shots to kill anything. Those were 3 shots on the charm and it's still not down. It needs the whole 4. Let's say, yeah, accuracy, right, accuracy. As far as accuracy goes, this is right in the middle between them. Splashomatic is the most accurate even when jumping. N-ZAP has jump energy, so hitting still hits you. Preferably do not wanna jump at them. Hit it. You like volatile here. You can still make it work, of course. Try not to if you can help it. And also the 28 damage for Stinger pods also works out in such a way that you need 3 shots to kill every pod. If you throw a bomb at it before you hit it, you can speed up the kill, but of course, only when you can actually spare the ink. That is pretty much all about that. All other bosses, you deal your usual damage, just shoot at them. It does one cycle the Drizzler, as long as you're hitting all your shots. You can also work with Fall Off to get it a bit faster like this, where it opens. Yeah, there's just not much else to say. It's about as boring as it gets. It's just a pretty vanilla shooter. Right, the Splat Roller is the most basic out of other rollers. This middleweight has pretty much middling ink efficiency and damage among them. And it can hit multiple targets right here. If you get the sweet spot of the range against lessers, you can hit many of them at the same time. The paint, it's not amazing for sure. Can work well enough to paint flopper zones at least. And there's no foot paint here, so seeing this is also shared with most if not all of the other rollers. So what you wanna actually do to get your feet painted is like flick and then hold the button and walk forward, and then that is how you're gonna get paint under your feet. So rolling, as long as no cohocks are getting in your way, you can just brush other chumps and small frays, or weak cohocks as well. And that is not... But if it's like painted up like that, then just roll over it. Some other damage. I've done it right now. Far flakes might do that. You're just hitting like big crowds, you might get far flakes and cohocks. Otherwise, if you get the extra directs, right there, it's a 2-shot. Very close to it. What you can also do is just like stand really close to it and just hold the R, the roller down, and hit them very fast. However, there's some risk involved with that because you need to do this faster than the Kirk actually hits you with its attack. This can also be used against any other enemies that have even more HP. Which would be most notably big shots, of course. See a big shot walking toward the cannon and you're there. You can just put the roller down and target, get stuck in it, and you're gonna kill it really fast. That is nice. With eels, you can actually just roll at that hill from behind them. I cannot demonstrate this here in the testing range. But this also kills eels really fast. Not quite the same technique or anything, but still fast. And for scrappers, this getting the roller stuck in them does not really work, in my experience. What you instead wanna do is this combo. One flick, two flicks. What am I doing? One flick, two flicks, and then roll. However, the second flick, you need to not be too close with that. Yeah, I messed it up right there. I got knocked back a bit. You wanna be like this distance away, and then you can just put the roller down and roll straight into it, and that is usually the fastest way to stun Scrapper. It doesn't work for the shit though, because it has 600 HP, so you just wanna flick it that directly. You do not get the direct, I need to add a path. It hits. The directs. Vertical and horizontal both work. Horizontal usually from high ground, or if you're really close, you can also do horizontals and then jump. Jump horizontals may or may not be good for hitting fish sticks as well. I'm not too sure about that. I haven't really tried it yet. I know it works with Big Swig. I do not currently know how the range of them compares. Anyway, you're always fine to just climb the thing. That's really good painting the fish stick, I'd say. Just get up and do horizontal flicks up there. Get it fast enough and you can throw some eggs then too. If some fish sticks are left with like some stray fly phrase, let's just vertical flick those from the ground as well and hopefully get them. Alright, one word on wall paint that I made earlier. A little bit hard to... Actually, no, it's not hard to show you. There's that one high wall. Thing that you can do is something that some members of the community are calling the so-called gamer paint. So you can, like, drop like that. I messed it up here. Right again. Drop it like this. May or may not be harder to get it right in this game, I'm not sure. Basically, you can drop on high walls and then paint it like that. You can also do this on low walls. You have the roller down. Oh, even with the side, apparently I didn't know that. Yeah, that makes sense. That is rollers would work in real life as well, I suppose. It's actually a lot of fun to use paint rollers in real life, let me tell you. Not as weapons though, just for literally painting walls. Ceilings. Maybe the ground if you have to. But I guess not. Okay, did I cover other bosses? Wait, no, I didn't cover Drizzlers. Yeah, with Drizzlers you also do this tech where you can get stuck inside it. Another thing you can do is when Drizzlers are like jumping towards you and landing, what you can do is like hit them with a vertical flick, then keep the roller down and camp them right where they're landing, and there is a good chance you might kill them with that, especially if they're like weak already. But you're at least dealing a lot of damage before you're gonna get ejected from it. Yeah, if that isn't available, just get stuck in them, kill them with the torpedoes. With the flicks, the one cycle is really tight. I would say don't go for spamming unless you absolutely have to, because other things are bothering you and you're hitting those as well. You're also not gonna get the one cycle anyway. Right, lids, I believe I forgot to mention that one thing you can do with lids, of course, as long as there are no cohogs spawning under them, just roll under them to trigger them, roll out and then jump on top of them. Then just do one of the ways to kill 500 HP targets again, which is combo or just getting close and getting stuck. Of course, what's faster? Right, that I believe should cover other bosses. Goldies have 500 HP as well. Right now, stingers. We need to talk about stingers for sure. It is actually possible in Splatoon 3 to roll stingers. You want to have some kind of wall or slope or anything right next to the stinger the roller would interact with. Like if there's a wall, I can unfortunately not show it here, but the roller needs to be touching the wall and the stinger at the same time. And then you are killing the stinger really fast with the roller. The other option is to have some kind of slope or ledge or anything next to it. Then you wanna be standing at any elevation that is either over the stinger space or slightly under it even. Then you will also be killing the stinger really fast. That is how I understand it. So yeah, either a wall or some kind of elevation change. You are not where the stinger is, really. I could be wrong there. I have sometimes managed to make it work even same elevation, but pretty much nothing near it. I don't know, it's like really tricky. Yeah, anyway, the good news is it's totally possible to kill rollers fast with stingers. To kill stingers fast with rollers. However, when you're failing that, something else that you can do is click at the stinger off center. Like aim a reticle or whatever to call it, the middle between two parts. Hit it off center like I'm hitting the dummy here. Then you are pretty likely to hit two parts at the same time with it and knock out those two parts. Throwing a bomb at it might also help to make double parts easier, because less of your pellets actually need to hit the part to knock it out. You know, again, double potting is not exactly consistent. Just hit off center and you're gonna get some eventually. Right, those should be other bosses. So then there's to say about night waves. First up seeking, you can stand in front of the Goldie and just some left and right motion with a control stick. You like basically get stuck in front of the Goldie, hopefully. Although when the Goldie is turning, you actually need to correct with that. It's really hard to explain. It's best to show it in gameplay and mess around with that instead. And some places it's easy and some places it's harder as well. But whenever there's not a Goldie out, focus on clearing out lessers. Don't spend too much energy on actually finding the Goldie, I'd say. Just prepare to be ready for it when it's there and deal a whole lot of damage to it. One of the best weapons for seeking, of course. In Rush, similar thing. When I just stand somewhere close to basket and your teammates to stand behind you. Yeah, right, I should show something here. Right now I'm holding no button whatsoever, I'm just keeping the roller down. What happens? Dealing no damage. This is definitely not what we want. So what you wanna do instead is hold forward ever so slightly, like this. I got knocked away far enough to not hit it. This again. Holding forward. I didn't hold forward quite enough. I really wanted to show it in a way where I'm not moving at all, but I can do this very slowly and then you actually do have a damaging hitbox out there. Sometimes are just gonna die to it. However, try to not stand on slopes, I have been told. If you're standing on slopes, then chumps can clip through the roller and kill you. Don't stand on slopes, stand on flat ground. Goldie damage, of course, should be 125. So what you want is your teammates to ideally hit the goldies before they're reaching you, else they're just gonna push you back a bunch. They can of course not show here. That is how Roll on Rush works. Then special note on map like Sockeye Station, if the team absolutely refuses to get behind you and stuff like play and spiral or something, you can consider just flicking at the rush early. To spawn goldies faster and jumps early and stuff. Yeah, ideally you want everyone just to be at basket on Sockeye and behind the roller. It's gonna be really easy then. And if you are on low quota, you can do the spiral thing as well, but high quota definitely doesn't work anymore. Because throwing X costs a whole lot of ink that you just do not have in Rush. Right, gorillas, you may have expected it. Be close to the gorilla, cause small fries after it's stunned. Before it's stunned, you can help with stunning. You can even hit it like from behind. From the front, I mean. Just not sure if I can show it here. Now let's say the gorilla's approaching and you can vertical flick and you can hit its tail like that. Not gonna do a whole lot of damage because it's just a Splat Roller. There's a different roller that deals a lot of damage with that, so worth remembering. And then of course Mud Mouth, Focus Lessers, Small Fries and Champs most notably. But you can also do Coax if the weapon comp does not have anything better for it. Like a good blaster or a charger or something. Then it's your job too. Right, and that is pretty much everything about the Splat Roller. Right, the classic Squiffer is a middleweight charger and it's a bit of a short range charger if you will. I mean, not actually short range, but shortest range of them. It's 300 damage like that charger and the YouTuber. Pretty standard there, taps to 50. The charger's really fast, make up for what the range is. Put here, this is sometimes struggle a bit approaching. It's not still more than our average shooters, of course. Like if you're like this far away, it's close sometimes. Especially if the stat has actual high ground instead of standing on normal ground. So that means you need to be closer if it's on high ground, obviously. Right, more about how the weapon operates, its painting pattern. Pretty good coverage. I guess pretty common for chargers, honestly. The paint you can do partial. It's probably honestly better than tap spam. You know, this one does have really fast charges. You'll notice this as well when come to partials. Alright, about fighting, let's talk about lessers first. Like most chargers, this pierces. So if you see crowds of lessers, then just put them a bunch. Oh, you're right, I forgot one important thing. What is unique to the Squiffer is it has max charge speed while jumping. No other charger has that. They are like a bit slower, so you do not want to jump with them, but with Squiffer you can jump while charging for increased mobility. However, it's completely fine if you just do not do it to not mess with your aim and stuff. If you're not used to it, then play it safe and play on the ground as usual. Charger. It's worth learning this still. Sometimes difference on that you move just a little bit faster. Planning out your paths well and stuff. The champs, of course, they get one shot by 300 damage. Small frays also get one shot by tap shots. Cohogs, wanna do is double tap and charge any order. It will kill a Cohog. Or multiple even, I mean you can do 300 to multiple and then taps to kill 2. However, at that point you might also consider just doing a double full charge. I've not calculated what is faster, but if there's even more than the 2 cokes, then just do double full charge and the hits of course are exactly one shot. 100 HP bosses, the fastest way to kill them is to just do 2 full charges. A Bristler's torpedo of weapons. Or 3 full charges exactly. 6 shots, 4 full charges, and if there are multiple, line yourself up so that you're piercing them, so you can save a few shots there. Yeah, in case you wondered for how many shots this thing can do total, it is 11 shots total, are 1, 2, 3, 3 with a bomb. That was also there back. Didn't change the damage per second of this pretty close to splatter shot. However, effectively it can be more because this pierces. This is the rhythm with this. You can get a pretty fast rhythm done with this. You need to not forget about aiming while doing all of this, of course. However, you do need to take your time, then feel free to do so. You don't wanna do is shoot away all your ink for nothing and be sitting there with enemies still alive. Alright, another thing you can do also, like with not all charges, but the basic ones for sure. You can keep a charge start. And this is especially useful for steel hits when you are like a little bit too close and need to back off to not get hit by something threatening to stab you. Or when you're too far away and need to move in. Far away. Charge, let's move in. Useful here. Also really useful in Elita. Splat charges, the one with, I'd say. Yeah, those were the HP bosses anyway. Let's talk about statics. Fish stakes, you ideally don't wanna do them like with most chargers. Yeah, if you have to, you can get like a little bit of a high ground. You can shoot the flag fist from the ground, otherwise you can claim the fish stick. It's some kind of perfect rhythm that you can get them all in one round trip. It's also easy to fail that. Careful there. Stingers, also like with most of the basic chargers. There are 2 ways to kill them. One way is to get close and quick power shots for 60 for every pot. You do that 7 times and you knock out the stinger. Shot again like this. This is actually really fast for the Squiffer, it charges fast, so 60 fast. So don't be too fast, I guess I failed it a few times here. Anyway, did get a good feel for it eventually. The other option is throw a bomb at it, then approach and then tap it a bunch. Then only for the topmost part you need to do the partial, or you can also do double tap. It is a few frames slower, but you know, if you're just tap spamming and not counting, then it's still fine. If you do actually pay attention to it and keep your aim on perfectly and stuff, then free to partial the topmost part for the fastest possible kill. Do forget. Upper, of course, I mean you get the paint coverage here, but if the zone gets contested by lessers, then chances are you're gonna paint it so low. You know, there. Repair shield, shots, kill. Yeah, pretty much it here. But for the night waves, not too much to say here. Try to avoid the small fries for gorillas if possible. I mean, the way most of the maps in this game works, it's hardly possible in my experience. Maybe use specials if teammates are really not doing it. have them if it's not too many and they're all coming from one direction. Yeah, you certainly hope not to. Then on the other night waves, and this charger is really nice for lessers, so free to clear lessers from time to time. Especially on Mad Math, you can just go after those champs and Kirks that are spawning. In other night waves, that's more of a situational thing, of course. You can go DC King, you primarily still wanna do DPS. Rush, yeah, right, Rush. In Rush, you definitely wanna focus Goldies. But whenever there's downtime and no one else is doing it, you can also, like, pierce lanes of champs to filter. Yeah, focus Goldies, that is your top priority with this. You're dealing more than half damage to them in one shot, and you can totally just solo them if you time your shots well enough. Yeah, that is all about the Squiffer. Pretty technical charger, but strongest, possibly, or likely even. Only I could rival it, but they are very different from each other, so that comparison doesn't make sense anyway. Alright, so this rotation, a somewhat interesting one, I'd say. We are on Gunfish and Hydro Plant, which is, as pretty much everyone agrees, the easiest map in this game. However, one reason of why it's so quote-unquote easy is this whole thing with the battlements. Like any long-range weapon ever can just be up there for a lot of the wave and fire at things from safety. That is something that is not quite there with the weapon set. Squiffer can do it to an extent, but it's a short-range charger still. So it might have trouble actually reaching stingers from up there. We'll test that out in for sure. What that means is you will have to drop down a lot to the outside areas with pretty much all of these weapons, probably. I mean, definitely with 3 and probably with the 4th as well. But however, what helps us there is that we have 2 very mobile weapons with the Undercover and the N-ZAP. Both are lightweight, of course. And then the Roller is pretty nice at getting through lessers. The Squiffer in a way is too if it can line up its shots right. And also does paint nicely for itself. It can move alright too. This is pretty much all I have to say about this one. That one honestly looks well rounded except for the range part. It doesn't have range, but paint is fine. DPS is like not great or anything, but it's not terrible either. It will do the things. It has AoE for a lot of enemies. Yeah, should be alright. Great, but alright. Games. Alright, and then, never mind. We got a game. Surprised how long this took. Normally it's like really fast at good time in the region as well. There's that new sticker on the wall, by the way. How many golds it costs, but it costs golds, I believe. I'll definitely not have too many golds again anytime soon. Wait. This Drizzler we can probably not kill with the Torp, yep. No, I know that shot left, it's still on the ground. Careful here with these lessers, don't get trapped. And past these just barely. Fish is over there. Get one bomb in. Saw that by the missile arrow markers. Tells me where exactly it is. Now I can find it without even seeing it. I'm gonna try to get to that stinger. Oh, Undercover actually beat me to it, nice. Yeah, doing their job there. Dang it. Alright, the string doesn't matter anyway. Get out of here. More eggs. They'll be right here. Nope. Okay, let's do these eels. Without getting slapped by completely yellow chum. I grabbed that egg without getting up. It's interesting. Hey, a tasty fish stick here. You? Progress on that gold badge there is very freaking slow. It's always nice to get one at the end of the wave for that. As always, play normally, don't focus badges ever. Unless you're playing with friends who agree to it, then it's fine, of course. These can come a little bit closer. But I got this. I'm super weak. Getting much help here with actually cleaning up this. Ugh, dang it. Damage on me and couldn't quite get my charge ready before the guy hit me. Oh no, now there's some lag here too. Can hit this one from up here, which is nice. And over there, probably not though. Yeah. There's the DC. Yeah, this will be really hard to win. I might have to just use both specials. It was. I'm super weak. That did a whole lot of nothing because this dude actually died. Okay, we can win, survive, and get X. Nice. We'll have one reef slider for the last wave. It was a dumb idea to paint right here, like the fish stick were just painted away immediately. Try that again. I might have Squiffer. That is the spawn. Keep an eye on that steelhead. Ah, I triggered it early and then got the position to kill. Okay, I'll kill this one. Wow, I wasn't the only one who noticed it. This too. It was already out of range. Through this here. And this definitely needs to die now. Cover died where? Okay, there. With that. Nice stingers are being answered. I appreciate it. Into the chump's face and away. This. X here. Nice. Gonna try to line up the reef slider nicely here. That's it. Ah. The steer timing is always tricky to get, sometimes I just fail it. I know how to one-cycle steelheads with a Splat Roller. So at least that is easy enough to win. Right, cool. Not like the most Oh, party special on the 3P shift, please. Why don't do this to us? I mean, that productivity was good, so that is nice. Then there is Big Swig Roller use, I guess. So that is the title I got today out of the shell out. Both of them. Just too funny, so I'm using it for a few days. I'll see you in the next game. Okay. One of them stayed, I believe. There's the... No, two of them are still here. That would be exactly the two that the game with, right? Died. Given that I'm the roller, I'll just jump down there and... going on the slashes. I'm trying to get too cute with the lid. The go teammates got it. It wasn't needed for me to actually tag that. But I wasn't sure if I would be fast enough to walk forward, so I just went for safety there. Well, there's a lot of drizzlers. I wanna kill that far one early, maybe. Yeah, this angle was bad. But no, X will not be a problem here. Drizzlers are really annoying for X anyway on this map. They never get close to basket, it's impossible. Oh, nice turn. There's the combo. The stingers are not really up though. Let me try some stuff here. This one doesn't have a wall near it, so not really. Does the grate work too? That shouldn't have worked, but it worked. That's very interesting. Well, not complaining, of course. I have really not played this map a lot in recent times. So actually I'm not aware of what actually good stinger spots for rollers are. Aside from the very obvious ones like on high tide inside the corner and stuff. Anyway, we got ourselves a super boring tornado here. Probably, hopefully. Just gonna keep those two crabs for the last wave. Really crazy happens. This looks up. Right, dang it, I didn't want to pick that up. Alright, they're opening it. What's happening? Someone does want to overfish this. Party, I guess. Yeah, this is not a good map for tornado and the weapon count. That's fine for tornado, but better too. Just kinda do need more specials for like when I get close to 60 or something. They do not have a 60 yet, he actually made PB's 56 multiple times. Yeah, I don't need to go up there. Get out, okay, I'm out. Not over there? Fall down to dodge those missiles. There's nothing down there. Grab this now. Get another one. Another two even. Okay, fair. One more. Eel. Nice wave break. Bullet. No real use for my second crab here, just using it because I can. And DPS up there. Barely any targets because the game is just empty at this hazard level. Very different at hazard level makes, of course. Then I'd delete a million lessons with it. Yeah, much smoother second game here. I'll be back for the next one. That whole team stayed. I just do the usual thing for Cohozuna and then probably change after that. Of course, very unlikely that we're finding two Cohozunas in this episode, and I'm not making this one extra long. Done it with the others, but I'm not gonna do it with this one. 7 game clears will be the limit. Well, more likely I'll just do 6 or something. Anyway, I hate to just kill things. Squiffer's nice for killing things. Ah, okay, I hit it. How small this is, it essentially has global range here. It's a really nice charger to get this. If you have this DPS and then too much global range, looking good for sure. Oh, it's not looking at me. Decent going on there. Ah, top got blocked by flyfish. There's a line of lessers here. There's also something you can do on this map. You get nice lines, chargers. For things that, like, want this kind of grouping. Works fun as a noses and stuff like that too. I know it shoot us really. Not blast us, they'll blast us when attack from the side. Mozzarellas. Okay, this stinger here. It's reliable with the wall. There you go, that is the tag. Nice, I'm really happy to be able to show this up here. I thought it's worth it already. Dang it. How did I mess that up? I was like 2 frames or something too slow. Maybe they got this unpainted. Doesn't look like it. This will fail. I'm not even going for it. I would die if I tried with these vessels there. You know what, we just have that anyway. Ah! How did it not die? Hang it. Expected everything there to die and to just walk through safely. Alright, everything is still fine. Oh yeah, tasty, tasty, tasty. Rolled another stinger. Cannot even be done faster, probably. Draw I get small fray. Draw I get snatcher, move in. Okay, so this... someone here definitely wants to overfish. That was very much an overfishing, booyah. Let's get 44 here. The one bad thing here is that this hazard level is not really overfishable. You're gonna get scores like 44 on high tide and hard to even get much more. Because they're just no enemies. You only gotta rank up higher. Look at that, so far we are still perfect X here and we barely have any. This will be annoying to get. What's not just... Oh, they can optimize these. We can optimize these eggs. And this is wave 1. Break 1. Let's throw this in here now. Dying. Just are coming. Grab that to the other flyfish, that is nice. We cannot paint this. Oh! A small fright wasn't a lid. Makes sense. I've just used wave breaker before, my bad. Is that now wave is ending? I don't interfere with this egg collection there. I cannot get through to this egg here. It spawns at 44 again, I guess. No Cohozuna. Thanks to Determiner's work, I already know that we're gonna fight Cohozuna on this wave. Not wave, rotation. Next rotation it will be Horrorboros. They are alternating for now. Might be for the rest of the season probably, would be my educated guess. Yeah, see you in the next lobby and probably with the same team. Hey, they got the 9s. Oh, turns out one of them did actually leave. Like, probably got the daily rewards, not even want the Cohozuna or something. Actually, they got the 9s. No. The 9s. That one that left. Okay. That's what's next. The middle jumping to right. Oh, nice. Like, but that's fine, I just killed early. Don't need 2 yards on map, I'll kill this early too and get an egg and get out. Dig is not really turn. Oh, I should have stayed there, my bad. Bomb should kill. Ah, was too far. Direct would kill, but wasn't a direct. Too far away for Squiffer, so I'll just drop. Leave. Let's actually... Sometimes you get it just right and sometimes this happens. The wave was one, so I just did things. We prepare this flank here. Right, cool. This steelhead is annoying to hit. Squiffer, please do the steelhead. Definitely would have been able to. Okay, we do not need 3 players here. Just overkill. Definitely do need 1 here. Have a maw. Should be jumping to basket now. I guess not. I'm still. Shot respawns, that's 2 of them. Now they should get the revive, I'll just go take the big shots. For that respawn, for that player being there. Just coming in here, so just leave. Return now. The player is here. To the left. I'll get the big shot. Ugh! Dang it! They're so fast again, I like... Don't pay attention, I thought I was just gonna shoot the shaman. Save. Whatever. As it happens at a time when it literally doesn't matter. More big shot. But I'll just go hack that with the undercover. Looks like I actually got the kill. Everyone shot that pretty much. 1. Keep... Really, just way too slow. At this point we might as well just make it drop. Here's a way to get to buses here. Steel is following me. Up here. Nice. Just away from the basket. Oh, how'd I fail that? Didn't direct the steelhead. It's got the drizzler too. That's another... That is Elysian Hydro Plant, but hard on other maps. Just get through this like that. I hit 3 buses, snapshot, the third is bad if I hit something. Oh, the strain's gonna kill me, yep. I had no chance there. Still not finding Cohozuna. No luck today. More 9s, I guess. Yeah, we'll see you in the next game. How many was that? That was 4 games, right? Yeah. And that makes sense with the meta. For some reason I thought that was the meta from 5 games, but after 5 it's maxed. This is the first. Hey, no. Get that. Ah, one shot. Let's try again. Something blocked the tarp. That's strange. Did what damage? No, I don't get the eels, so I don't need to go for that even. We're slow over there. For the second, instead add my damage to the map again. Oh! We got the eel with that, nice, I didn't expect to. Lack of better options, once again kill with just lost damage. Bit of preemptive fall off. As much time as I thought I would. At night. Not rush. Brella still. Been found. Ah, yeah. Just do not like how close Brellas have to be to do that thing, it's just never safe. Maybe I can lure the Guardian. Okay. Oh, this wall of death here though. That was totally worth it. Ah, annoying little. I'm weak, I cannot get hit again. Nice wave break. My big shot respawns. Roller, I'm really good against it, so I can get it. The cycle didn't quite work out. Not eel of all things. Okay, we're fine. Never mind, why not? That's just too much stuff going after me here. This is why I do not like rollers in this game. They are just not good at multitasking. When it comes to dealing with a lot of HP, that is. Are not high DPS weapons, they are just cheesy weapons. Can do some things very well and other things very poorly. Fighting at cannon is things is just slow. Anyway, I'm happy we got out of that just fine. Using extract definitely would be a consideration there too, by the way. Blow up the cannon. We didn't need to. Oh! Well, this is a shout out to Inkblood here, I guess. What's going on with the steel head? He's not attacking me again. Let's strike it now, I guess. I think there was another one. Completely snuck by my view. Up. I think I can want it, but that's fine. That one's just gonna go here. Ah, Scrapper moved, of course. That's a dead Drizzler, maybe? Maybe a bit dead me, but good thing the wall was painted. If it's not painted, I'm dead there. I have to play the 6 for the Cohozuna, or even more if we're really unlucky. I'm not exactly sure how it works. People might leave us again now because they have daily rewards or something. I'll catch you in the next lobby, whatever it will be. Right, there are state, so that should be good odds here. Just need to actually clear the game. I'm getting to play a low tat here and I roll on it. That means I might be better. There are some ramps here at the edges. Maybe we should find. Again, that I'm doing well enough. But yes, not on me. Next one will be on me though, very likely. I did get the second egg in. Yeah, it's mine. I leave it like this, and I get it, perfect. And then we got the first pack of annoying statics. A little bit of... we got in. Gotta attack the scrap and be out again. Careful there. That's really tight. Scrapper. Running ear-toads from behind is easy in this game, as it turns out. Finally a co-op got me. Looks super weak and definitely going on there. We got this. No one ever went for the stinger though, that is so annoying. One player left. For the warning. King of Kota here, jeez. There was definitely a big disadvantage here to have a roller for this wave. Even Squiffer would be better probably. Just something that can really fight the stinger. Outside fog, we meet again. Bit of time for something new. A bit. Alright, found the stinger. I mean, just an eel sounds like it would be worth ignoring right now, definitely not. But I trust the team that they can handle it there. N-ZAP problems. Got somewhere. Alright, I didn't see it clearly. Okay, it's right. No quota. Oh, you're right, the death was over there. What am I even doing? I should revive that person. They can get another big shot if they want. Just gonna defend and defend basket, hopefully. Put that in. Not missing that. Low tide with this weapon set might also actually be a bit harder than normally. Lack of range and then having a roller on the set as well. Blaster would be so much better than a roller for it, of course. They didn't quite hit as many as I hoped to. Enough for me to just slip through. Just looking useless. I cannot kill a Drizzler. Expected, I guess. That here. Let's hit the eel. Yep. Someone stole the kill. Give that to the wave breaker. Oh, we still need quota here. We'll kill this more, I guess. Breaker up here again to hit the most things possible. A rain of basket, please. They dropped the lid for me. And we win. Close one to end it on here. There's our Cohozuna. Well, it's perfect timing for the episode, I guess. I'm not forced to leave a good team without a Cohozuna or anything. Finish guarding. Wrap this maybe. Ugh. Really close. Okay, got hit. Yeah. For 3. Nice, I got them both. My cousin is being led away from them, which sucks. Right, let's try to level it. Just now, I guess. Let's snipe with egg. We need a bunch of damage, but as long as people aren't dying, we should be fine, I hope. If they die, it'll be scary. That should be nice. No, cannot get this nurture. Alright, Squiffer's DPSing, that is good. I'm helping too. Last second, jeez. Losing that snatcher there really hurt. Yeah, that will be it for this episode of Daily Salmons. We'll be back for the next rotation. It is Mariner's Bay with Explosion again, but also with Rush. Other things. The rotation is okay-ish, but not amazing for sure. Definitely on freelance. Like, you never know what you're gonna get there. But it starts at the good EU time. Get lucky with matchmaking. Really unlucky, you just never know. There it is. I will be back that tomorrow. Thanks for watching and see you next job.